Happy new month, everyone. How are you? I trust you're well. So glad to be back. It's been a minute, but we thank the Lord. We're back, right? Today, I just wanted us to talk about something, and it's about disqualifying ourselves, disqualifying yourself. If we go through the dictionary, it's to declare someone ineligible for an office, activity, or competition because of an offense or infringement. Um, it's also to make someone unsuitable for an office or activity. Why do I mean disqualify ourselves? So the reason why this thing has been on my mind is because um I had a talk with my mom. I think this was where it all birthed from. And we were just have she called me and we had a very good talk. And then after she asked me something. And I told her, Ai, no, iko sawa, lakini mimi naonanga so this and this won't happen. And she kept quiet and let me finish. And then she asked me, but why do you like disqualifying things? Why do you like disqualifying yourself? So that's why it came to my mind like, wow, okay. And I listened. She told me it's not good to say that. And from there, it got me thinking. That was like, as we're shooting it today, it was like 2 weeks. So it has been constantly ringing in my mind about it. And I was like, oh, wow, she really has a point, right? So what do I mean by disqualifying myself? Is saying that I'm ineligible for any office or anything. Case in point, you might feel you're not qualified for something. You might feel you're not ready for something, or yes, you had a past experience that was not good. So from there on, you feel like that's not for me. Let me give you a story, a short one, a brief one. So as you've all heard, I've said it in this channel, I my parents split when I was young, really young. I knew myself, I had disqualified myself from having a partner, a family, a home. I knew I was of a product of a dysfunctional home, and I thought that I will carry it. So I kept on always seeing myself like, yes, I will really be a mom, but I will not be a good wife, and I cannot have a home where me and my partner and my children are in the same roof. Why? Because I knew that I was a product of a dysfunctional home, of a divorced family. So I knew that subconsciously I knew that it was a title that I had. So even when I met up with my partner, it was not from a point of, oh, can we start a relationship? It was just a mutual friendship. Like I knew this one was not going there anywhere. I used to tell, even I used to say it, "Mi ndio mimi si wa kuolewa," because mamangu, if she, and I had all these excuses. But I thank God in his perfect mind. He let me be and put myself in that situation and allowed my partner right now to always, in his own way, speak wisdom, speak life. He's like, no, you cannot say that, don't be saying that. It's different. And looking behind it, I'm like, wow, I really thought I am not called out for marriage, or I'm not called out to be a good partner. But here we are. So from that, I think we all have a point or a situation or a season where you think you're not called out for that job. You are not called out for that promotion. You are not called out to be a mother because maybe your relationship with your mother was not the best, and now you think that even you moving forward that you do not have you cannot be a good mom. And it can be anything. It, you've just come out from a divorce, or you've just had a breakup, and now you think, or you've been telling yourself, mimi si wa kuolewa, mimi si wa this and that, we're disqualifying ourselves. And you know what? The Bible says this power, life and death is in the tongue. If you speak life, if you speak death over your life, it's still all is in the power of your tongue. And it is so good that we come to have this conversation, because if you think about it, even in the Bible, so many people were disqualified. So many people thought they were not it, but God says you are. Let's give an example. David. David was a shepherd boy. He was a shepherd boy. And when Saul had, the Spirit of the Lord had left him, Samuel was tasked to go and anoint another king, the soon to be king. And he was told to go to this family, the house of Eli, if I'm not wrong, and go with a jar of oil, and I will tell you who I have chosen to be king. But it's funny that Samuel, when he went there, the sons of Eli were there, and the firstborn came, and he looked the part, masculine. I think he was in the army. He had this body that looked and was perceived to be the one who is going to be the king. But God said no. And literally, when he poured the oil, he did not pour second-born, third-born, fourth-born, until the last child. And Samuel asked, do you have any other son? And he said, yeah, our son David, just a shepherd boy, is out there taking care of the flock. And Samuel said, bring him. And when he came, oil was poured, and he was called the king. To be quite honest, even you'd think David is just a simple shepherd boy. He's just young. He should be the eldest. And sometimes that's how we are. You disqualify yourself because of so many things. Another case in point for me, I would say, is Paul. When he was Saul, this man persecuted Christians. This man, anyone who said Jesus is Lord, faced it. But God, when he appeared to him and he made him blind, he turned and became Paul. And now he's the one who we have read so many scriptures in the news, so many chapters in the Bible that were written by Paul. Another one that we all normally say, Moses. Moses was a stammerer. And when he was found in the burning, when he met God in the burning bush, and he was told, I have appointed you and I have chosen you to save my people and take them to the promised land. What did Moses do? He complained. Oh, but God, I am a stammerer. Oh, but God, what will they say if what will they say? Or who should I say has sent me? Oh, but God, so many, so many excuses. Like literally, he was bargaining with God. Like, dude, Oni, but God said it is you. And even if you don't think, let me then put Aaron there. Oh, but I don't have anything. I don't have. How? What will I prove to them that you are the one who sent me? And God asked me, what is in your hand? And they said, it's a shepherd rod. And we have had so many stories about that. I'm just here to tell us. And funny enough, as I'm saying this, I'm actually speaking also to myself. So it's not just to you. Sijakuja hapa kushautia. I've also come here to shout at myself. Like, let's stop disqualifying ourselves. I have been disqualifying myself in so many ways. Even in this channel, sometimes the consistency is not there because um I feel I'm not maybe I'm not called out for this. Something even our pastor said just recently. He said, "Unajua wewe si deep." Literally, that's how I sometimes felt. Wewe si deep, and maybe in that quote unquote shallowness is what is needed for someone, for an individual. When I seem deep, you see yourself like you're trying to, you're posting in my YouTube channel. I only have 54, and I'm like, okay, so maybe it's not, maybe it's not it. Maybe I'm just rushing things, or I've been thinking maybe I should go to the prayer mountain, a Heaven's Gate, and pray, God, Lord, give me wisdom, give me words. Hizi maneno ngumu ngumu, this English hard words, so that anyway, I seem to be deep. But maybe in that shallowness, that is where I need to be, right? And if you think about it, you really, really know where you have disqualified yourself, where you've told yourself that that is not for you. Let me even give you a simple example where, let's say you see a job advert and they say it is between this and this age. You experience of 5 years, and maybe you have to, or just even one, or just maybe you've graduated and the only qualification you have is being in an internship. So you say, hiyo siwezi apply. Why? Siwezi apply your job. Why? Why? Oh, marriage is not for me. Why? Let's speak life. Let's speak life in our situations. Especially if you know that the hand of God is upon you and it's not a thing that you've just woken up and said, I'll do this. Even in ministry, you walk that journey and let God lead you. So as we end this, let's not disqualify ourselves. Please, let's not. So you ended your marriage. No one will ever love you. People say that nani atakupenda na watoto wanne wawili na huyo mtoto wako. Listen, it might be bitter. It might not. It might have ended badly. But who said you will not find somebody who will love you and will love you as a package, right? I have even another one. I know I'm all over, but I hope it speaks life. And this one is personal also, right? Um, when I rededicated my life to Christ, I was ashamed. Sometimes even disqualifying yourself is being shameful, being feeling ashamed. So I was like, what will people say? I can't post even something on the my social media platform about Jesus. Yet I've given my life to Christ. Why? Because the friends that I had then, the people I went out with, the people I partied with, the people who saw me drinking shots and shots and shots, going out from Tuesday to Sunday in a campus. The people, when I was even in my first years of working, they saw me in this way. And now I cannot even evangelize. Why? Because I'm thinking, why? So what will person X and X say about me? Others will say, oh, tumpatie tu miaka mbili, atarudi tu. Others even say it sarcastically, naona siku hizi umeokoka. There are so many things. There are so many excuses that you can have, right? Naona siku hizi umeokoka. Uko sure huwezi rudi huko tena? Or maybe you're in a church, naambiwa siku hizi uko kwa hizi makanisa za shakaya shakaya, and they're not saying from a point of love. It's sarcasm. Ni kukukejeli. Please move, walk. They'll come, they'll see. In fact, they say that our fruits will be evident. So do not disqualify yourself because of you're ashamed. But if people know you from your past yes, they know you from your previous life. And that's the past. We can never change our past. In fact, our pasts are what makes us who we are now. Who we are now. But the future is what we determine. So yes, even though if you know me to be this partyholic, I was the last person to be to on the dance floor, that's fine. But right now where I am, right now where you are, right now where you are, you can change that story. And you can stop disqualifying yourself because of what people might say or what you've said about yourself. Speak life. And if you've been called for ministry, and if you've been called to do something, do not bargain with God. It's hard, it is tough, it might not be a walk in the park, but if God has said move, let's move. Look at these people in the Bible. Read about them. Read about others, not just the three that I've mentioned. And let's build yourself. Give yourself courage. Take a leap of faith. And I'm sure people around you will see and will be like, oh, she was really serious about this. He was really serious about this. And from your testimony, you will bring so many people to the saving knowledge of Christ. And even your life, trust me, will never be the same. I wish you all the best. Thank you for joining me this small conversation. I hope you've figured somewhere and you've checked somewhere in your life and you've been like, oh, that's me. And let's change that. Qualify yourself even when you think that you're not qualified. Even if you think you cannot be in that government job or that UN office, declare, speak life and say, I can, I will, I must. All the positive words and not, I'm not, I can't, it's not possible. Who would? Have a lovely week. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.